Today we're focusing on the medial gastroc. So for the medial gastroc, that is part of your calf muscle. So you have your medial fibers and your lateral fibers. The medial is going to be more on the inside portion of your lower leg. And this muscle starts on the back of the femur, just above the inside of your knee. And it travels down the leg and it's going to join the rest of the calf to form the Achilles tendon. So you'll see that it combines with that lateral head to go into the Achilles, and the Achilles tendon attaches to your heel bone down here. So what you'll find is that the medial gastroc has two main jobs. First, it helps point your toes downward. So if you're running, you're pushing through your front of your foot, that's the muscle that's going to help propel you forward. And because it crosses the knee joint, it also helps bend the knee as well. This muscle works hard during everyday activities like walking, climbing stairs, running, anything that you're really on your feet and you're moving around. Now, when the Achilles tendon becomes uncomfortable and you got a lot of inflammation there, we want to look at the health of our calf muscles. So for today, we're speaking about the medial gastroc, and because it runs down into that tendon and because it crosses that knee, we want to learn how to increase that range of motion so that way we have good function of that lower leg and we can take care of our knees and ankles. So I'm going to share with you a stretch that you can do that focuses not just on the entire calf, but specifically that medial side. Here's a stretch for the medial gastroc. Again, that's going to be the inside portion of your outer calf muscle. So for this one, I put some stickers here on my calf so you can get an idea where you want to start to feel this in your body. So all you need is a wall. So we're going to come over to the wall here, and we want to get into a good position. What I want you to do is we can start with that right heel back, left foot forward, and we can place our left hand here on the wall. One thing that we want to make sure is that we keep this leg as straight as we can. So you want to make sure there's no bend in that knee. So to get a full stretch, we have that leg completely straight. My toes are going to point forward on that right foot, or they can be a little bit on the inside. For you, you might want to play around with that angle. Okay, so from here, left foot forward. And to get into this position, to create tension on that inside portion of our calves, we want to do two things. So we have the inside of that back right heel. It's where I put the sticker here. And you want to think about collapsing that heel down towards the floor. So right now, in my heel, I'm trying to drive that sticker into the ground, but my whole foot's flat on the floor, so there's not going to be much movement in the foot, but it's just about applying that outward pressure. Now what I'm doing with the knee, which if I turn around so you can see me, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to twist my knee slightly into internal rotation. So my right knee is trying to twist. What you can do to practice is if you take your foot off the ground, you rotate the knee external rotation out, and then you rotate it internal rotation, and then you rotate it external rotation. But I want you to do it with your foot still facing the wall. With your foot flat, you can't move that knee as much, right? Because that foot's glued to the ground. But we still want to act like we're trying to rotate the knee in. That's going to create a lot of that tension that we need to get a full stretch, okay? So your right knee, try to rotate it right. Your back left heel, try to press it to the left. So from here, leg straight. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take now my arms, so you can bring that right arm, same side as the stretching leg, up against the wall. We want to pull our wrists back as much as we can. We want to spread our fingers, trying to create full tension, and keeping our spine straight, making sure that we're not twisting here through the pelvis. Keep neutral to the wall. We want to drive that heel up towards the corner of that wall. You want to drive that heel back behind you, and don't forget, we're trying to push the inside back heel into the ground. We're trying to rotate that right knee to the right. And I want you to try to find the angle in which you can feel that stretch along where these stickers are. So the inside part of that right calf. Sometimes it takes a little bit of playing with that posture. Once you feel like you got it, then I want you to hold this stretch for about 20 to 30 seconds. Make sure you're breathing. Head back, chin in, spine is nice and tall. Try to create more distance from that right palm and that back right heel. Don't bend your right knee. 3, 2, 1, and then we can slowly relax. Okay, so that was the right side. Let's do the other side as well. So we'll go through that same setup. So now that right foot's forward. That left heel is back, that left heel is on the ground. Okay, we want to make sure that the toes are pointing either forward or slightly internally. Maybe you didn't feel it too much on that last one. You can play with that foot a little bit, but either forward or inside. We want to try to press the inside of that left heel down into the floor. As we do that, we're trying to rotate our left knee out to the left. Okay, practice some body awareness here. Left arm is going to go up towards the sky. We're pulling our wrist back, head back, chin in. Try to stay tall through that spine. Try not to rotate through your pelvis. And breathe. Try to create more space between that left palm and that back heel. See if you can feel this stretch more on the inside of your calf. If your calves are really tight, you might feel this in the entire calf. Okay, that's okay. It's still a good calf stretch. But over time, I want you to try to feel the inside part of your calf getting the stretch. 5, 4, breathe in. Deep breath out, push, push, push. 3, 2, and 1. More slowly, relax. And that's how you stretch the medial gastroc. Enjoy.